Hello, fellow Stone Seekers. Welcome to Deck Techs with Darb the Bard. Some of the most interesting cards in Call of the Stones are the formless stones, also known as myth stones. There is one formless stone from each orbital: Boundless, Heliosynth, Petraea, Sulfera, Thalwind, and Umbrathine. Each formless stone is a legendary item with 0 cost that gives +1 power to each wonder we control of that orbital. In addition, each gives us that orbital's link, allowing us to play core cards while reducing energy cost by 1. But the most exciting part is that each one is a stone, giving us 1 point toward victory at the game's end. However, just like the physical stones, formless stones can be captured by our opponent through battles, so there is some risk. What happens if we put all 6 formless stones into one deck? Is the risk worth the reward? Let's find out! A link to the full deck list is in the description. As always, if you enjoy this video, please like and subscribe. How do we best take advantage of these formless stones? We have a number of ways. Because they are stones, each one we control at the start of each round gives us an extra energy. So, we have an incentive to play them early to help us get to our late game cards sooner. This will be magnified by Great Horned Prismatian, since he will double the energy we gain from stones in that realm. Of course, this is risky, since our opponent could attack and seize our formless stones, allowing them to get the extra energy instead. But we have ways to mitigate the risk. Cards like Dwarven Vault and Magna Coalstone say that stones we control in those realms can't be seized in battles. They will likely need to destroy the vault or coalstone, in addition to accumulating more power, before they can take our stones. We are also running Ragnar Bloodbane and Magna Vortex Rex, both of which let us move stones to different realms, allowing us to group and defend multiple stones together. Remember that under normal rules, only 1 stone can be seized per battle, even when 2 or more stones are in the same realm. But the Magna Vortex Rex lets us seize all stones in the realm when he wins a battle, perfect for retaking our formless stones. Borin Stormhand is another fun card. He has a tap ability that allows us to draw a card for each stone we control. Especially if we can first play some formless stones, this can turn into a lot of cards. We also have cards that get power buffs from our stones with Unconfined Dust Howler and Feathered Titan. The Dust Howler gets +2 for each stone we control, and the Titan gets +4 and flying as long as we control a stone in the realm. So, the more stones we control, the better these wonders will be at both defending our existing stones and attacking to gain even more. If playing our formless stones early is too risky, then another strategy is to hold them in hand until the very end of the game, and then use our actions to play them in well-defended realms. This works great with Orion Nighthowler, which is a 7-power wonder that says, whenever you play a myth stone, put 7+1 counters on this. So, if we can get Orion into play first and then play just 1 formless stone, she instantly has 14 power. With 6 myth stones in the deck, it's not unreasonable for Orion to end up with 21, 28, or even more power. Holding our stones until the end of the game is an even better strategy if we have Emma Fixem Shockbite in play. She gives all our items, including our formless stones, attuned Heliosynth, meaning we can play them without using an action if we have a Heliosynth land in play. So, with Emma in play, we can deploy multiple formless stones during round 7 when our opponent thinks we are out of actions, potentially blindsiding them and stealing the win from seemingly out of nowhere. One of the difficulties of combining all 6 formless stones into one deck is that each one is core, meaning we need the corresponding orbital link before we can play them. For this reason, the first might be the best land in the deck since it gives us every orbital link. Since we won't always draw the first, we are also running 3 copies of Glasswing Cockatrice, which lets us play core cards of any orbital after it attacks. And we are also running Phoenix Quill, which can be sacrificed to let us play core cards from any orbital, in addition to gaining us 3 energy and giving us the option to draw a new hand of cards. Finally, we are also running Vaylen Vos, one of the new Stone Seekers that creates a story token on play, and again when tapped. The story token we almost always want to make is Quantris the Relentless, an 8-power dragon with flying that also lets us seek for a legendary item with cost 0. This means we look at the top 4 cards of our deck, and if one of them is the Phoenix Quill or any formless stone, we put that item into play for free. What are your thoughts about this deck? Have you played with the formless stones? Do you think the risk is worth the reward? Let us know in the comments. Want more Wonders of the First content? Check out these links. Until next time, may your games be filled with wonder.